Somewhere along the way, many of us quietly learned a strange equation. That is, the fuller our calendar, the more valuable we feel. The more we're doing, the safer it feels to exist. I've noticed this pattern in myself more times than I can count. Days where I'm moving from one thing to the next, ticking off the boxes. Oh yes, I've done that, I've been there, that's done. And it's funny, but there's a subtle sense of relief in it, a feeling of being needed, a sense of having earned my place for that day. And then there are the quieter days, fewer plans, much more space in the calendar, time to think. And those days can sometimes feel oddly uncomfortable, even when nothing is wrong. I'm wondering if any of you have felt that. The mind starts scanning. Am I falling behind? Oh, maybe I'm lazy. Am I wasting something precious? It's interesting how quickly silence gets interpreted as failure. I've been reflecting on where that comes from, because busyness often looks responsible. People nod approvingly when you say you've been flat out. It reassures others, and sometimes it even reassures us that we're contributing, moving, earning our keep in some invisible way. I've been feeling this quite often because of my semi-retirement, moving into the process of slowing down, just beginning to feel that groove and fit into that. But I've also noticed something else. Some of it is avoidance dressed up as productivity. Some of it is momentum that keeps rolling because stopping would require us to feel something we've been outrunning. Fatigue, uncertainty, grief, or simply the question of who we are when nothing is demanded of us. I've had plenty of seasons where my diary was full, my energy was spent, I was active, responsive, outwardly functional. But inside there was this quiet sense of being slightly disconnected from myself, as though my own worth was being measured by motion rather than by presence, just by who I am. And this pattern makes sense when you think about it, because many of us grew up receiving praise for effort, for achievement, for being helpful or dependable. I know that my parents had a star system and we did jobs around the house. When we'd get that extra star from doing something, we felt good. Very few of us were taught how to sit with ourselves without needing to prove anything. So we carry that lesson forward. We learn to stay in motion. We learn to equate effort with value. We learn to feel uneasy when nothing needs us. What's revealing is how the body responds when the busyness eases. The shoulders drop, breathing deepens. There's this moment of arrival, and then sometimes a wave of restlessness begins to follow close behind that. And it's the nervous system adjusting to a quieter state after months or even years of speed. I've had some of my clearest insights when I'm not pushing, and they arrive while walking the dogs at 7 a.m, seeing the sun come up, even washing dishes slowly while sitting having a cup of tea out the back. And these moments, of course, they don't look impressive. They don't produce visible output, yet they carry more truth than an entire productive day. Busyness can give the illusion of control. It creates a feeling of order and purpose, but worthiness doesn't actually live there. It lives in something much simpler. The fact that you're here, breathing, aware, capable of noticing your own life as it unfolds. There's a teaching often shared in modern spirituality and psychology that says Our value is inherent. Now, that idea sounds simple, but living that is something else entirely, because it asks us to stop earning permission to exist. It asks us to let ourselves be seen by our own awareness without decoration or performance. So today's tiny daily kick is: notice one moment where you allow yourself to be without proving anything. That might be a pause in the car before you turn the key, a minute sitting on the edge of the bed, standing outside and feeling the air on your face. There's no internal scorekeeping, just simply letting the moment be enough. And you don't need to dismantle your work ethic either. You don't need to abandon ambition, and you don't need to do less forever. This is just about recognizing that your value doesn't rise and fall with your level of activity. It's already present, even on the quiet days. Actually, especially on the quiet days. Until next time, I'm Jason Stephenson. Imagine boldly, then go out and live it.